Deck Gathering Strat. I'm BinkyB, and this is a discussion about the new bans that arrived just a few moments ago. I'm conflicted. Let's start with just going over them real quick. In Modern, Summer Bloom and Splinter Twin is banned, or they are banned, and in Pauper, Cloud of Faeries is banned. Alright, the Pauper ban, let's start about that. They explain all of the changes down here in a small wall of text, but they banned Cloud of Faeries due to the familiar combo deck, and I can understand the ban, and I think it's reasonable. It's a very good card overall and makes already good decks even better, so I think that's wise. And as they state down here, 9 of the 10 top played non-land cards are blue, and I happen to like blue a lot, but that's no fun. I wanna be one of the players that plays blue and faces off against all sorts of opponents, not blue mirrors all around. So I like the banning, and I think it's a good card to ban because it weakens some very strong decks without hurting them that much. You can still play Blue Delver, you can still play Familiars, it's not a problem. So I kinda like it. Some people argue that Ghostly Flicker could be banned instead, and I could see a reason for that too, but Cloud of Faeries seems like a good card. Then we have the two modern cards. Summer Bloom I also think is a very reasonable ban. Amulet Bloom is a pretty strong deck. I still consider it to be a pretty bad deck because like many combo decks it's like a glass cannon, and if you disrupt one piece they can hardly go off at all. But there's nothing more frustrating than see your opponent play land Amulet and you look at your hand and you have like a mana leak maybe, or an abrupt decay, and you know that if they have Summer Bloom you're dead. It doesn't matter that you have the disruption pieces, you have already lost. And that feeling is not fun because the tools you have to work with is they're like skewed towards cards that happens on turn 3 and 4, and here is a deck that does it on turn 2. So you have to be on the play and have the right cards to have a chance against Amulet Bloom's good draws, and that's very hard to beat. They do sacrifice some consistency, but yeah, I think it's a fair ban. Amulet would probably have been a good ban as well, but that is kind of the heart of the deck, and I think it would be bad to ban Amulet. So I think it's a reasonable ban. Then we have the Splinter Twin ban, and I'm not certain about that. I mean, Modern is a diverse format, and Splinter Twin is not dominating. I don't play Splinter Twin, and I've never had actually. I might have played it once or twice on Magic Online, but not much more than that. I don't like the deck. That's it. I don't think it's that good, and that might color my opinion a bit. But the reasoning is that Splinter Twin is so consistently in the top, and that it hurts diversity. And I see where the opinions come from. That's not a problem, but I still think it was kinda harsh to ban Splinter Twin anyway. But I mean, Modern will still survive, and Modern will still be a good format, but if they continue to hammer on combo cards and control cards. I mean, we do have cards like Ancestral Vision, Jace, and stuff like that on the ban list, and good filter spells. If they continue doing this, it will be just a slew of aggro decks all around, and that won't be that fun either. So I think they have to tread very cautiously here with the bannings in the future, because just a few years ago there were 3 big decks. It was Splinter Twin, Birthing Pod, and Affinity. And then there was a vast land of other decks that were good against some of these. And then they banned Birthing Pod, leaving Splinter Twin and Affinity on the top. But a few new decks arose, so it was okay. Now they banned Splinter Twin, leaving Affinity as the only one left of the big 3. And that makes me wonder, for example, is that the next deck to go? Someone asked, well, what will I do with all my spare sideboard slots? And yeah, you would probably jam more artifact hate, more removal and more artifact hate, because what combo decks are left that is really good and consistent? It's like, good and consistent is probably hard, but I mean, Instant Reanimator is a thing, Living End is a thing. Almost all the combo decks that are left is graveyard based, and then there is a vast amount of aggro decks. So if you jam like 5 or 6 graveyard hate pieces, 5 or 6 artifact slash enchantment removal, and then a few good like Anger of the Gods or something against aggro, you will be well set to defeat the modern metagame. With all that said, it will probably still be fine, but they have to be cautious. And to round this off, the thing that I'm most disappointed about again is no unbans. And that is most likely due to the fact that they're banning 2 cards. If they ban 2 cards and unban 2 cards, for example, they can't know if the banning is the one that has the effect, or the unbannings, or what exactly affects the metagame. So they have to do it one at a time. I still think there is unbannings in the wing. I hope so. There is a lot of good cards that could be unbanned that would enhance the format, I think. So I'm a bit disappointed with the no unbans. Blood Red Elf is probably not wise to unban right now, since they banned Splinter Twin and stuff. John would be completely unopposed. I still think Sword of the Meek could be a thing, but as I stated, Wizard doesn't like blue in Modern, and they love creature decks. So Thopter Sword combo would probably shut down some aggro decks, or at least give them a hard time, so that will probably not happen. And Ancestral Vision, for example, is also a card that I think is safe to unban. But then again, since they're banning off the turn 4 combo decks, I guess that makes a turn 4 Ancestral Vision better, so maybe not. It's tough. It's tough. But I think there is some unbans that could be made. Maybe just Mind Sculptor. Who knows? Anyway, that will be all for now. And please let us continue the discussion in the comment section. What do you think? Good bans, bad bans, no unbans, nothing changes in Legacy, for example. Some people argue that Sensei's Divining Top could be banned, perhaps. Mind Twist could be unbanned. I mean, let us continue and see if we can conjure up some good thoughts. So, thanks for watching. And
thank you for watching. please like and subscribe. It really helps us out. You can find us on Twitter at MagicGathStrat, Facebook/MagicGatheringStrat, or on the web, MagicGatheringStrat.com. There you can find articles and free prize-supported leagues. This is all brought to you by our Patreons and CardHoarder.com. If you enjoy this content, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/MagicGatheringStrat.